Well, howdy folks. Wow, went around the whole bay there. Everything is just thick of some small fish. I think there are small shad, but there is also small bluegill. It's impossible to fish. It's not that there is no fish there. It's full of crappie and bass and I don't know what, but it's just thick, man. And there is no way the fish is gonna find my little lure. But I finally found some fish here and I can't wait to try the new Luvias AIRITY, man. And guess where I found some fish? Over here by the wall. It starts to get deep, and guess what? The little bait fish, they're afraid to come here. And I know there is crappie there too, but over here there is less crappie, but there is no little minnows. So when you cast around, you can actually, present your lure to some fish, and the fish can actually sit. So let's go. Let's catch my very first fish with the Luvia of, I don't know why I say Luvias, because it says Luvias AIRITY, but this is not a Luvias, okay? This is AIRITY. I'm gonna call it AIRITY. And by the way, you're gonna hear the drag. I slightly tuned the drag, ever so slightly. So I apologize for not recording the original drag, but the original drag is the Daiwa Legalis drag. If anybody tells you anything else, tell them they're full of the brown, stinky stuff. Okay, so enough yapping. Let's catch some fish. It's pretty deep here. I'm in 5 feet of water, but where I'm casting, it's almost 20. So you actually have to let it sink a little bit because it's deep there. But if it's shallow, there's just too many bait fish in the shallow. And man, already I can tell you, I'm spoiling my review, but already I can tell you I don't like the resistance, man. Now this is a 2000 size reel, but it's with the high gear ratio. I don't even know what the exact ratio is, but it is a high gear ratio. But I don't confuse high gear ratio with grease. This reel is greased up, man. Oh, right here. And there was a bite. Took the pants down from my lure. It's a bite right here, really? Why am I casting so far then? Yeah, I don't confuse grease with high gear ratio, guys. Those are different things. Well, I just had a 30-minute call with my boss. It was supposed to be a 5-minute quick question. Turned up to be 30 minutes. But yeah, I tied a trout magnet because I'm afraid these crappie here are too small. And come on, man, I still haven't caught one fish. I think trout magnet will just perform better. But retrieving this, man, it's like you're dragging a small piece of grass. You know how when you snag a small piece of grass, you get this very small resistance, but it's so constant, you can tell it's not like you hit the bottom or a fish or something. It's just all the way there, this weight of this little like leaf or piece of grass. Very small, but it's there. It's just the resistance of this reel is very far from my tuned up Vanford and the Complex XR. Those two reels are just different category in terms of just resistance. I still don't have a single fish, but I'm gonna find them. Maybe I should turn around and cast towards the bank. Cast again right here. Finally, one fish. Ooh, the first fish on the Arity. Ooh! Wow, this is not much. Okay, let's try again. And I see some crappie, man, but when they're so scattered, one fish here, one fish there. Oh, fish. Maybe the first fish finally. Whoa, first crappie. When they're so scattered, swim baits do better. Here we go. But see, he's too small. Oh, to eat a swim bait. I tried swim baits, but it didn't work. They were just taking the pants off. Here we go. Wow. Man, feels good, guys. I haven't caught crappie in months. I did not fish August and September for crappie, not even once. Because of the damn schools of bait fish, they're just everywhere. And crappie are eating only bait fish. Here we go. Decent BGO. I think these fish in front of me are BGs. They are not crappie. Alright guys, let's get some more action with the Arity. Now this here is good action. The only structure by the whole wall. There is plenty of small fish around it. Nothing big. That was a fish. Another fish. Here we go. Feisty little dude. Crappie. Hopefully this is a crappie, not bluegill. Because I like bluegill too, but they have to be bigger. Oh, I'm liking this spot. Maybe I should go tie. I'm still gonna stay far from it, but I don't need to play with the trolling motor all the time. What do you guys think? Should I tie? The only reason I don't want to tie is this way I can float around it, you know, from all angles, because they will spook. Here we go. And this one is nicer. This one is nicer, man. Now I'm sure glad I'm not Wow, where did you go? He went around these things, I think. Get out of there. Yeah, he's free now. Yeah, he's free now. I don't know if he's free. He's still somewhere. He was free. Okay, he's free again. Let's get him out of there. Yeah, he's free now. Let's see, catfish or bass? It can be anything. It can be even musky, it can be walleye. If it was walleye, it would be done by now. I do have a net behind me. Come on, I want to see it really before because I don't even care for landing it as much as I care for seeing it. See, now it's good that I'm floating because I'm not gonna spook my school over there. It doesn't feel like catfish. It doesn't, because catfish, they dig and they're heavier. This is not that big. Yeah, just a little basic. Wow, this fight with a little basic. This fight with a little basic, wouldn't you know? Now I'm gonna horse it a little bit because I don't care if I lose him. There's my eradicator over there with broken line. Okay. Oh, still energy to jump. Well, it's not that little. That's a good basic. That's a decent basic. Okay, for me, I know, not for you, but maybe 14 inch. He's been caught though. He's healthy, but he's been caught. The problem with these bass populations is they're really getting hammered. And they're getting released. Crappie is getting hammered too, but nobody is releasing them. So, all right.